Hey guys, this is Gaijin Hunter. We should be celebrating that there are 2 variant species coming to Iceborne in March, but instead I see arguments and confusion over what a variant actually means, so I want to make a quick video to explain it. In Monster Hunter there is a slew of different variations of the same monster. In the main games they keep it relatively simple. You have the base monster, subspecies, rare species, and variants. But titles like Monster Hunter Generations featured deviants, and Frontier had a ton of exclusive stuff, like Burst, Lone, Origin, Supremacy, Zenith Species, and probably even something else that I'm forgetting. For the sake of simplicity, I'll be focusing on the main games as well as Generations. Normal Species. The normal monsters in the game. Easy peasy. Subspecies. These are probably the easiest to understand. These are alternate forms of the monsters that typically live in different habitats and have different abilities and even colors. Basically, these are monsters that split off from their base species biologically due to evolving to adapt to different environments. There's about 45 or so subspecies in the main games. Rare species. Special versions of a monster that typically appear in more secluded locations. There are only 5 rare species in the main games, which is Silver Rathalos, Gold Rathian, Lucent Argacuga, Abyssal Lagiacris, and Molten Tigrex. Variants. This is where things get a tad confusing. This is more of a broad term that's given to a monster that shows special characteristics but is not biologically different from the base monster. Variants have their own unique monster icon, parts, and gear. That being said, there's only 9 variants in the main games, which is Rusted Kushada Daora, Furious Rajang, Savage Devil Joe, Chaotic Gormagala, Raging Brachydios, and the 4 from World, which is Shrieking Legiana, Seething Basil, Black Veil Valhazak, and Ruiner Nergigante. Now, as some would point out, the Hunters Guild has been kinda inconsistent here with what is a variant and what is not when they classified the monsters. For example, we know from the game itself that the Shah Dalamadur in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate is the same monster as the normal one, but it's just one that has recently shed its skin. So for all intents and purposes, it should have been classified as a variant and not a subspecies. The same goes for Black Diablos. It's just a normal female Diablos that is in mating season, but the guild thought that the differences in their appearance, ability, and strength were so different from the base monster that they should be classified as a subspecies. Capcom as a company, mind you, has always been super consistent. What I'm talking about in terms of inconsistency here is the initial classification of the monster in-game when it was first introduced. Deviants. This is a slippery slope. I'm actually tempted to just throw this in with Monster Hunter Frontier and say that they developed a special subclass of variants specifically for Generations. These refer to monsters that are so different in terms of ability, size, and power with the rest of the base monsters that they were given a second nickname. There's 18 of these in total, and in fact the official website in Japanese lists them as variant species deviants. So when Capcom says we're getting 2 variant monsters, assuming that they would already have the base monster in the game, they could be referring to Rusted Kushada Daora, Furious Rajang, Raging Brachydios, or perhaps even a new variant for a monster like Namiel or Teostra. Or heck, they could even surprise us all and bring in a deviant, although I personally find that very unlikely. Anyway, I hope this video helped clarify the classifications. Let me know down in comments which variants you think are coming to Iceborne. They'll be showing them off in a new trailer on February 6 when they reveal them during the Taipei Game Show, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, happy hunting.